I am here today on Avalon Poetry II with Denise Fraind, and she's a business development manager for Avalon in the Florida region.
Yeah.
We've been sailing all week on board the beautiful Poetry II, and if you look behind me, it's a little windy right now. It's not even really windy, it's just nice. We're right on the Rhone River behind us, and the sun's going down. So
beautiful purple skies, sunset.
Yeah, so first of all, talk to me, and we're talking to everybody out there who has never heard of Avalon before. And so you've been with Avalon a long time. First of all, why do you stay with the company?
Oh, so Avalon Waterways is a part of the Globus family of brands. So I started out, with Globus and Cosmos, and then Avalon came later, over 20 years now, with Avalon Waterways, and it's such a wonderful brand between the land and the river. And here we are, right? And it's beautiful. I love it on the river, and Avalon Waterways, they just do such a great job.
Yeah, and one of the things that I was saying to people is it's just so frictionless. I think that's such a great word.
Right.
Seamless, frictionless.
Right.
And you guys work like clockwork.
Right. Oh.
And why is your brand different than other brands in that reason?
It is a Swiss operated company, so we always say.
Oh, well, that says it. If you're a Swiss operated company, I did not even know that.
Yeah, it operates like a Swiss clock.
Yeah,
right.
And it is. I really. Now that you're saying that, that totally makes sense to me because everything's on a time. It's punctual.
Yeah, and like think about the cruise director. Like she starts talking at 6:45 and dinner starts at 7, and you look and it's exactly 7 o'clock.
So they're running this on Swiss time, baby.
Yes, we are.
Well, let's talk about everywhere that Avalon is at right now and where you're discontinuing as well. So let's start here. We're on the Rhone River Poetry II, and if we want to go up to Danube and Rhine, what ships do we have up there and how many?
Yeah, so we have 15 ships in Europe, 1 in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
So what's nice about this cruise on the Rhone, you can leave here, hop on Normandy's landing beaches, do the Seine, and then you could do Bordeaux. And that's for this year. So we have people on here that are doing all three.
Okay.
But before that and going forward to next year, we will have Grand France, which is a 2-week Burgundy and Provence and Normandy's landing beaches, and you go from ship to ship.
So you could actually do 2 itineraries back to back. And I was telling somebody that was sailing with us today, it's so great because you could start in the south and, do the beaches of Nice and everything, and then come up the river, and then you cut over, and you can really almost have this overall comprehensive experience in France.
Yeah, so we have all the extensions, right?
Yeah.
So you have the Nice extension, and then you have a Paris extension, and so if you did all of it, you would be 3 weeks.
Yeah, and you've got lots of ships on the Danube and the Rhine.
We do. We have quite a bit between the Danube and the Rhine, since that's one of our...
That's the key.
Those are our most popular itineraries. Everybody thinks about the Rhine with the Rhine Gorge and the castles, and I love the Danube with Vienna and Prague and Budapest. So those are...
Do you see that there's a pattern that people travel like Danube first or Rhine, and then does Rhone become like number 3?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
For experienced cruisers?
Yeah, because I think everybody is thinking about the castles like on the Rhine and the Danube. They hear about Vienna and Budapest, and then, like you said, then France, and we have a German grandeur. We have the Christmas markets. One of my favorites, the Lower Danube, which I think you did too. When you go from Budapest towards Bucharest with...
And that's a real interesting itinerary if you haven't done the Lower Danube, because that really hits Iron Curtain countries.
Iron Curtain,
and so you're seeing Romania, Bucharest, some Croatia, Serbia. You're seeing things that you most not likely would never think that you needed in your life.
Right. It's like exotic Europe. That's what I always call it.
And it's so fascinating because there's such a different history than France.
Right.
And so
because it was communist for so long, so it's a little bit different. But I love one of the selling points for us was that you can do you can go see Dracula's castle, and you can do a Transylvania extension.
And I've done that, and that's amazing. You didn't...
Did you see Dracula?
Yes, I did. And so it's one of those things where, again, it's a trip you didn't know you needed.
Right.
And that's why I think Avalon's so great, because they keep exposing you to things you didn't know you needed in your life.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Mekong for a minute over in Southeast Asia, because that's really a great product for you guys. Tell me about that.
Only 18 cabins, so smallest one out there, 36 people. And the cabins are, typical Avalon. They're 245 square feet with the beds facing out.
Right.
So very small.
And so doing Vietnam, Cambodia, either direction, you can add on some of those amazing sides.
You know, you can add on extensions like Laos and Hanoi and all of that. You
right,
can add
Angkor
onto
Wat.
it. Yep.
And the thing with that is, I think people need to be aware of those aren't the same ships with any brand that you have in Europe, because
Right.
again, they're using more special localized ships there.
Exactly.
And so you're getting more of a local exotic experience with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the value prop of Avalon and where you guys sit in the market.
Yeah. So Avalon, we say we're relaxed luxury. We're not all inclusive, but pretty close. You have 3 different excursions that are included: your active, your classic, your discovery, all included in the price. Of course, all your meals. And then we did change over a year ago with the happy hour. So 1 hour before dinner, we have happy hour. You have a whole
We're
list
happy.
of drinks, and everybody's happy. And you have a whole list of drinks that are included in the price. One of the big differences with Avalon are the cabins. So 80% of your cabins are 200 square feet with the beds facing
Okay,
out.
before we talk about cabins, let's go
Oh,
back to the
yes.
tours for just a minute,
Yes.
because let's talk about the active and the classic and everything, because we have quite a few younger people. I know.
Sorry, the
We're
scenery's so
right in the middle of
beautiful.
this. We're like, take a look around
Oh,
us
look
really
at
quick. It's
Full
gorgeous.
moon,
Yeah, full moon right now.
Sorry.
That's okay. This is raw, real video. So,
It really
and
is.
we don't want to miss it shooting the video. But let's talk about, we have quite a few younger people on this. And when I mean younger, there's 40 to 60
Yeah.
years old on here. And we've been quite active with
Yeah.
the active. They have an activities director on board. We've been hiking, biking.
He's been very
And I
popular.
heard the hike yesterday was legit.
I heard it was pretty. Yeah, it was a hike. It wasn't a walk.
Yeah.
It was a hike.
Yeah. And so you can get some real exercise on here, from Pilates to yoga. There's a small gym, but really you want your adventure outside, and that's what they're providing.
Yeah. I mean, we had somebody today that, you know, I walked back in from town. It was probably, I don't know, 2 miles, 2.5 miles, and they rushed back and then they did a bike.
Yeah,
a
and
bike
we've
ride.
got people tomorrow doing a 20-mile bike to the next port.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you can stay very active on this.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've talked about the shore excursions, but some of your shore excursions have fees on them
Right.
versus the other, and that's
Yeah.
what keeps you guys not so all-inclusive.
Correct.
But that's an easy $89 or $90. I did an extension today that was well worth it, up to medieval
Right.
Perouge, and it was
Right.
gorgeous, like one of the best preserved villages in all of France.
Right.
And that was just one of those hidden gems that you don't usually have or know about,
Right.
because it's hidden. That's why
Right.
we call them hidden
Right.
gems.
Right.
Right?
I always say, you know, Avalon is like Globus. We're not all inclusive, and they give you some optional excursions to book. Some people, like I was just on a river cruise.
You're on a
I don't
river
wanna
cruise
brag.
every
I don't
week.
want to brag, but I was
Every week she's on a river cruise.
Yeah. I was on 2 weeks ago on the Douro, and my bill was $80 when I was done. So I did not book any.
She's living her
optionals.
best life,
I know,
by the
it's
way.
yeah, it's good. But some people, you know, come on and say, hey, I haven't been, sign me up. I'll take all the optionals. Or, you know, people want to cruise, like tomorrow. You can
Like today, I
either-
slept in and I didn't
Yeah.
even do the Lyon tour because I'd
Right.
been there, and I was like,
Right.
just need a little
Yeah.
day to float, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so who's your target market for this? Because it's not everybody, and that's why what I do like about you guys is that you guys know who your client is, and
Right.
that's who you're attracting, and it's very evident that
Right.
there's plenty of people that love the brand.
Right. I mean, you know, our general age, you know, would be baby boomers, but what you are seeing is river cruising is getting younger. I saw we had somebody on here. It was a grandmother with her granddaughter, and we have those active and discovery cruises, and they definitely trend younger.
And do you guys take younger children? What's the age limit on children?
8 and over.
8 and over, so don't be bringing your baby. This is not for the babies.
Yeah, and even 8, 9. You know, we don't do triples and we don't do quads.
So they need to be in their own cabin by themselves, so you'd be
Correct.
splitting up. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's go to the dining, because I've been on every single line. I would say you're not upscale diving, you're comfortable dining.
Right.
Would you agree
Right.
with me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go there. Let's do a deep dive on the food.
Yeah. I mean, the food was great this week.
I feel like we way overate too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to the cruise director about an hour ago. I do have one complaint. I think I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah, and I usually don't
I'm
eat that much on
seeing
these
it.
because we
Yeah,
go every
yeah.
single week somewhere, you know, and this week I was like, this is good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And it's real food. Like,
Yeah.
you're not feeling like it's too styled, too Michelin-like, where you don't.
right. We don't give you. Oh, I don't think we give you too much. You know, it's just enough.
Portions are right.
Yeah, you know, and then we have in the lounge, if you want to go get a light lunch or a light dinner, we have that in the lounge. But I mean, I think the food is great. I haven't been on anybody to compare, but yeah, I
So
wouldn't
she's
say-
biased to her
yeah,
brand,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
have been, and I'm going to
Yeah,
tell you it was
yeah,
good.
let her tell you.
I'll be the testimonial behind that. So plenty to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner. The difference to maybe some of your high-end, all-inclusive lines is they might have a bar of food going that you can
Right,
get all day long,
right,
and
right.
maybe a room service menu. You're not seeing that here, but you are seeing drinks in a mini fridge that you used to not offer a couple of years ago. So
Right,
that's been
right.
an update.
Right.
Rooms.
We do have tea time. That's
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock. But like you said, there's not food out
Right.
all day. Just some
Okay.
snacks in the back.
This is why I love Avalon so much. Cabins.
Yes.
Let's go to the cabin size and the way
Yes.
they face, because it makes a huge difference.
It is a big difference. It is. Yeah, 80% of the cabins are 200 square feet, beds facing out. So what that means is your bed is facing a sliding glass door.
Right.
And it's
So you can
beautiful.
wake up and like
So it's like this
have this
scenery,
amazing
right? It's
view.
like this.
Yes. You're looking out and you're passing a castle, or you're passing a palace, or
Exactly.
you're passing just nature,
You're
which
not
is really
facing
nice.
the wall. It's nice.
And that makes
Yeah.
me not want to get out of bed.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's
So,
pretty nice. I
that's-
like all the pictures with the feet. Somebody just posted one. Was that you? Maybe?
No.
Yeah. With the feet facing, like you're on the beach.
I feel like that
you're
would be an
facing the water.
OnlyFans account.
Yeah,
or something.
I know. I forget. Somebody just posted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're wonderful. We do have 2 royal suites. Those are 300 square feet.
Yeah, and I'll be showing you the royal suite in my shorts, and
Yes.
so you'll be able to see that, because guess what? We've been staying there, and it's fantastic.
They're nice,
and you're
yeah.
going to see what that looks like. But the bathrooms are big, the showers are big.
Bathrooms are big.
When you're in your upper categories, when you're in your entry level,
Yep.
that fits the price point. Bathrooms
Right.
smaller,
Right.
small window, no balcony.
Correct.
But everything else on deck 2 and 3.
Yep. Panorama Suites and then the 2 royal suites.
Is
So the wall behind the bed is on just a tad bit of an angle, which you really don't even notice until you go in there. And what that does is it opens up the bathroom. So it's a large bathroom.
Yeah, large bathroom and plenty of
bigger
room to
than
shower.
some hotel bathrooms and plenty of countertop space.
And here's what people are always so crazy. Not crazy, but they just yeah, people aren't crazy, by the way. We'll be cutting that. No, but here, people are obsessed with cabin location, and you almost can never go wrong on a river cruise.
No, not at all. They're so small.
And really, if
Yeah.
you're to go down a deck, people are like, I need to be on the highest deck. I'm like, that's 4 stairs.
Yeah, they're all the same. Yeah, all the cabins are the same, whether you're on the middle deck or the top deck, except those 2.
The 2 royal suites. And so really you could come in at a fairly reasonable price, be on the
Right.
second deck.
Right.
Now again, when you go down a level, now you don't have that. You just have the windows, and
Right.
I'll show you those in the shorts too. But really, you could come in at the entry level balcony and
Right.
be anywhere on the ship and
Yeah.
be comfortably located. And
Exactly.
I mean-
Because you have so much on the ship. All these areas. Up here, you have the top deck. You have the main lounge. If you're in the main lounge, it's all floor to ceiling windows all around. You have the club lounge. So there's a lot of places.
yeah, most of
to
the
go.
time people are just up here sitting, and
Right.
this stretches.
It's really beautiful.
How long's a river cruise ship again? Did we say?
7. Oh, I don't know the meters.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah,
should
now I
know
hit her on
this, but
that.
I don't. Yeah.
Next video, you need to know that they're long,
Yeah.
but they're
there's
not
a-
long ships.
There's not, yeah. We had
That's
this
where we're going now, yeah.
conversation. Yeah, they can only fit so long in the locks.
Yeah,
right?
So that's so great. So let's talk about who your ideal client avatar is then. Who do you guys go after? Who's perfect for this? If you're watching, she's going to be talking to you now.
Yeah, so if you're a big ship cruiser and you want something different, Globus, if you've been on Globus and you have a welcome back credit.
Well,
you can
let's
use
talk
it
about
on-
what Globus is. So Globus is their land vacations
Yeah.
via motor coach all over Europe, and they've got lots of exotics to Africa, South America, lots of places.
Everywhere.
And so
Yeah.
that's what really makes their brand so amazing is you could jump off a river cruise and then do a 12-day trip in Switzerland if you
Yeah.
wanted, or something
Yeah.
in London
Italy
or
or
England, or
wherever.
go to
Yeah.
Italy and just seamlessly move to something that matched up,
Right.
whether it be Poland or Scandinavia
Right,
even.
right. So you see a lot of people that like their land tours, but they want to try a river cruise. And river cruising is so popular right now. But like I said, we're seeing a lot of younger people do it. And we have these active and discovery cruises that have more of the active and discovery excursions like
Right.
we did. So it's definitely a little bit younger. Like I don't know if I'll say this. I'm almost 60.
We're almost the same age.
We're
so
almost 60.
57.
So it's our demographic.
Yeah.
It's our demographic.
Yeah, I'm probably the prime demographic
Yeah,
for
me
the
too.
brand right now.
Me
So
too.
you're looking at it, but that's a medium age, and so
Yeah.
we've got some 20-year-olds on here
Yeah.
with us that are loving
they're
their
loving
life
it.
right
They're
now,
loving
that are
it.
traveling with me,
Yeah.
and not even my kids, and they're loving it.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're telling all their friends, and it's fantastic. So you can hook on with the Globus. So Ideal Client Avatar really is anybody, probably anybody right now
Yeah.
can fit on it, because
Yeah.
we've got some. And this is what's really important. If you feel like your mobility's not there, I've literally watched your tour director load, is the word immobile people into a van
Yeah.
and take them up.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
accommodated people who couldn't do a cobblestone walk.
Easy walking group, we call it.
Yeah, easy
Yeah.
walking
And
group. We
they-
have a word for it.
Yeah.
And took them up. So we had people hiking, we had people on a classic kind of a slower pace walk, and then we
Yeah.
had people literally in a van who would
And we had
struggle to
some-
get up there.
And we had hikers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that they're so willing to accommodate whatever your
Right.
mobility level is, because it's not easy. We were talking
Yeah.
about that today in Lake Perouge. Is, you've got cobblestone, and it's very
Yeah,
wobbly.
It
and,
is. It is.
And I was in flip flops thinking I picked the wrong shoes for
darn.
this.
Oh, darn.
But one twist of an
Yeah,
ankle
just
on that.
about every day we had an easy walking group, and like you said, it was a van that took them up to where they need to go. Meanwhile, we're all
So,
checking up there. Yeah.
That's who your ideal client avatar is. Let's talk about a price point and where you sit in the value prop, because you said, we're kind of premium luxury. Tell me what that looks like then, really.
Price-wise?
Yeah, price-wise. Let's go high season in the fall.
Yeah, I would
Because
say
fall's high season in Europe,
if
really
there's
now.
Not a promotion, but if there would be a promotion, I would say 12,000 for 2 people without air.
Okay, for a week.
But if there's a really good promotion, we have free air or $1,500
Yeah.
off, or so it could knock it down a little bit.
Okay, and one of your most famous things is that you do the Christmas markets, and everybody loves the Christmas markets and the tulip time. And so there's plenty of wine cruises. You guys are not any storyteller series. I mean, a lot of cruise lines are doing that, but you're
Yeah.
doing it well.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
distinguishes you from the next guy on the river?
So the big thing with the storyteller series, we started that a few years ago, and this is like Sister Hazel. Okay, and Sister Hazel, think about that. That's a 90s band.
Yeah.
So that's our demographic. And
Sadly.
and they fill up really quick.
Yeah.
We have Graham McTavish. She's in Outlander and Game of Thrones and
Thank you. I met them.
Yeah. Oh, you
Him.
did?
Yes,
That's right.
remember?
You
Yes.
did. Yes. And then you have your wine cruise, your beer cruise, and they do a great job with it. You've got your sommelier and your wine tasting, and you have a beer connoisseur that's also on board, and they do a really nice job with that.
It's amazing. So they're highlighting and targeting different niche markets. That
Yeah.
Now I want to talk to what I call the Pied Piper.
Oh.
We've talked about what a terrific thing to do if you didn't want to join the travel agency, if you didn't want to work in travel, because everybody assumes we're just always going for free or something,
Right,
which is
right.
not the truth, by the way.
No.
But listen, if you're thinking like, I'm in a book club, I'm a teacher, I have a cooking school, I have a wine school, I have a connection to a wine club.
Yeah.
Listen, you can be traveling as a Pied Piper on any of our dates by establishing a group,
Yeah.
and they have a quota that needs to be met. And you're introducing your friends, we do all the work,
Right.
and then you have the possibility of coming at an extremely reduced rate, if not free.
Yeah.
For just simply introducing your friends. And you guys love the Pied Piper groups.
Love
You've
the
had
Pied-
everything now. This is so interesting. You've had everything from a trailer court to a ski club to a garden club to
Yes.
a 90s band.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
got people who bead. We've got people who play what's the game? Mahjong?
Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have the accent for that after being
you
here.
have all of the, scrapbooking. You have
Yeah, the
crocheting.
Yahtzee club. Yeah.
Any of that could be a group, especially on here.
Yeah, and so much space to
yeah.
do that on, and to
Yeah.
really. Now you're not going to be able to have a whole classroom somewhere, but you're going to be able to come together as a
Right.
group. And
Exactly.
think of your alumni, or if you're corporate, or if you want to bring your president's club.
Yeah, if you're a musician, if you're an author,
Right.
I mean, this is perfect, and you could do your own storytelling.
Right. Okay. So many ideas out there. Let's do some Q&A, like hot potato questions.
Okay.
Favorite river cruise?
Ooh, I just did. This is wonderful. I just did the Douro. I already did this one.
Yeah, you're leaning a little more towards the Douro. I can feel it.
Yeah. So I did this about 20 years ago.
And tell me why you think the Douro is like today's favorite.
Well,
because I think that you change in river cruising based on who you are as a person.
Yeah. So the Douro was new for me. That was a new river, but that one only 102 people, and it was more scenic. I mean, this is really beautiful right now, but you have vineyards on both sides, and
so more a cut mountain slope of vineyards is what you're talking about, because this is very scenic.
Yes, and your wine estates on both sides, almost like on the Rhine with the castles, but here you have these beautiful wine estates.
Right.
Just the scenery was gorgeous. You had a lot of cruising like we're doing right now. I would say maybe not the best for your first river cruise, because I think people do think of the castles, and you don't get that on the Douro.
Right.
So the Douro.
What's a repeat percentage of people once they've been on a river cruise?
60%.
60% are repeaters.
Yeah.
So this is a slam dunk in terms of something that you're going to want to do.
I mean, I just loved it. Plus, I was obsessed with the pastel de nata desserts. Again, gaining
Hence
weight.
leading to the 5-pound gain.
Yes. I lost it. Now I gained it back again.
Right.
But I just loved the scenery. The scenery was gorgeous, but you do need to think about it, because you are not docking in these cute little towns like what we've been doing. You're docking kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you're near marinas, and you can get out and walk around a little bit. But the cruising was beautiful, and Porto is
amazing.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and Portugal's super hot right now.
The food was great. I mean, the ship is beautiful. Only 102 people on board. So right now, that one's my favorite.
Okay, now here's the one that people are going to just be worried about. Christmas market, Rhine or Danube?
Ooh. I say Danube.
I'd have to agree. I think Danube too.
Yeah.
I like both. They both, you can't beat a
do.
Strasbourg Christmas market or
Yeah,
Colmar or some of those. But I
Nuremberg.
think I tend to lean a little bit towards
Love
the
them
Danube.
both, but
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
take the
that's not
Danube.
even a fair question, because those I don't even think are apples to apples.
Yeah, it's all wonderful.
Yeah, they're both amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite Globus tour?
No.
And how many Globus tours are there?
Oh.
Just in Europe.
Jeez. It's like 741 vacations that we have.
Okay,
Why I remember
didn't know there
this,
was
I
that
don't
many.
know. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit. I love Switzerland by train.
Yeah, you said that was your favorite. You actually said, so they have a brand called Cosmos, which is actually their 3-star, value brand. And you actually said you did the Switzerland Rail on Cosmos. And you said it was like
It was wonderful.
amazing.
You walk to the hotels, and they're cute little family-owned hotels, and that's why it's rated a 3-star. I mean, we had a view of the Matterhorn from our room. I would say that one, and you're gonna think it's crazy, but I did Mackinac Island with Globus.
That's so you do a lot of the U.S. tours.
I do. I take my mom. I take my mom.
So that's
and
mom
we
and me
go-
time.
Yeah.
You've done the jazz
Memphis,
tours. You've
Nashville.
done the national parks. You've done Mackinac.
Albuquerque Balloon
Got to get you up to my
Festival.
neighborhood up in the Cape Cod.
No.
That
no,
area.
we did that. We
Oh,
did
did you?
Cape Cod in the islands.
Okay, so you're
it was
covering
great.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Mackinac Island was just magical, because you're staying 2 nights at the Grand in Mackinac Island.
Okay, let's go to the not so amazing part of river cruising when we have a drought, which we're experiencing pretty dry weather in Europe this summer.
Very.
So there's been some shifting of cruises, and in a previous video I did, see my YouTube channel, you'll see what that means if the water gets low. Now, let's define that. These rivers are massive, so it may be just one section that you only need a foot or two of water to sell, but you need a foot or two of water to sell.
Right.
And so when there's disruption, it doesn't mean the whole river is shut down. So let's clarify that. You guys do a good job of taking care of people. So
we've done a few things like over the last couple weeks. I mean, some of them we've just outright canceled. because it just isn't
And if people
fair.
received credits, future,
Yeah,
like how do you guys work with them?
refund, credit, future credit. Some have to do a little bit of a ship swap, as we call
Yeah,
it.
ship swap. So
Say
that might
10
be,
times.
yeah, they might be
Yeah.
on one side of the river and they'll bus them down to the other one, trade out the ship, and they'll jump on there.
Yeah, or we have to stop and then you go stay in a hotel. But you know what's so bad about staying in Vienna for 2 nights at a hotel?
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, I'd kind of like.
I know. So
Now you're doing the land vacation that you.
yeah, I mean, we do the best we can. If there's a disruption, you'll get a refund, you'll get future credit.
So you guys are working with the
yeah.
passengers.
Yeah, and it can happen at the last minute. It's
And
just
really,
the way
people,
it
I was
is.
reading on a forum today with another line that somebody's traveling on, and they're like, I wish they would have given us notice. And I wanted to be like, how do you give a weather pattern notice?
You can't. You know, I had somebody recently that's like, well, can you tell me what's happening next week? I go, well, if it rains, then it's a go.
Yeah,
If it doesn't rain, there will be a
and we had
disruption.
rain yesterday in France,
Right,
so
right.
you know it does rain still.
Yeah. You don't know. Like
But we've had hot temperatures, evaporation's high right now.
It could be okay. We're a go, and then about an hour later, we're not a go.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm telling you, today it was 58 degrees in Switzerland, and I need a sweater on right now outside. So we've gone from
know,
extreme heat, and now all of a sudden it's
it's
feeling
100
kind of chilly right now.
It is. Yeah, it was 100
Right?
degrees, and now it's a little cool. I'll take
Okay.
it.
Last question: what do you see the future of river cruising being? You've got a lot of competition coming onto the rivers.
Yeah,
And what does that mean for your brand
Yeah.
and for Avalon?
I think it's great for all of us because there's enough business out there for all of us, and I think it's just going to keep growing.
Yeah. So you're not really worried about your brand
No.
having business taken away because you're seeing competition as creating business for your brand.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a wrap. Denise Fraind,
Thank you.
Globus, family
bad
of
you guys
brands,
can't see
including Avalon, and it's
Yes.
pitchy dark out here,
It
so
is.
and windy.
Yeah, it's great.
Adios, amigos.
Bye. Thank
See you later.